What's up, you guys? Such a boss. Are you watching a sitcom? No, not at all. Ladies and gentlemen, I just finished up watching WandaVision this morning. It came out on Disney Plus. So guys, this would be spoilers, and so yeah. Let's begin talking about WandaVision. So, if you guys do not know how the Let's Talk About series, I usually wait for the whole series to come out, but I put a poll on Instagram about saying, hey, how do you guys want me to review WandaVision? And they said, just wait by Friday. So every Friday I give you guys a new review of WandaVision and why the series is just an excellent series. So guys, we'll find out what the whole episode 1 and 2 are all about. So guys, there'll be spoilers for both, and let's begin with episode 1 of WandaVision. So episode 1 of WandaVision opens up with Vision and Scarlet Witch, aka Wanda, are married, and they live in a small suburb town, which is common in the 50s. And it's pretty much progressing as a sitcom type of story. It all starts out in black and white, like 1950s style, and it just was an excellent episode. So from the first episode, we get to see the day-to-day lives of themselves. For starters, like, Wanda and Vision don't really know what they're doing. They don't really know what the purpose is. Like, Vision kind of has an idea of what his purpose is there, and Wanda is almost like, I'm not really sure how I fit in. They both have used their powers heavily, like you see on the kitchen sink, using the plates and the lobster stuck to the door, which is really funny. It's almost one of the most edgiest topics out of the MCU, because there's a lot of like dirty jokes in the TV show. It's TV PG. I thought it'd be TV 14, like The Mandalorian was, because there's some stuff like kids will not get, honestly, guys. It's a little bit dark and edgy at times. It's just an excellent series. So pretty much the first episode is you can see Vision at work. He's filing papers really fast, like the Flash does, and then he goes back and invites his boss for dinner. So his boss comes over. They have like this annoying neighbor that just wanders over, give them all the stuff they need. The wandering neighbor, which is really interesting, and they have a mailman who comes in, gives them their mail and stuff. It's just really interesting there. I honestly think the first episode is really good. I think for the first episode is 30 minutes. You see Wanda. You see Wanda cook dinner. She doesn't really know what to make, the boss and stuff. So the boss literally choked on his food, and then it almost like a dramatic scene, which is cool. It's almost like a rom-com. You see the boss choke on his food while his wife says like this, like some funny phrase, like, oh, and something like that. I can't remember what she said exactly, but she so Vision got out the meat, stuck it in his mouth, and he put it in I just put it in there. That's how the episode ends, which is strange. Just that, like, the whole ending of the concept, which is really weird. So each all episodes end with this little blur of almost like the Truman Show. See, like, the end credits roll by. No end credits whatsoever towards the end of the episode, but you see like this little post-credit scene before the credits, where you see like the Truman Show effect. It's like a little screen on the TV and monitors watching Wanda, because Vision could be alive or dead at this point in the MCU, because he got the Soul Stone sucked out of him by Thanos. Spoiler from Endgame, Infinity War, I mean. Which I did not know why. So that's my first episode. I'll give you my full thoughts after I review the second episode, really fast. So the second episode of WandaVision opens up with them in bed, almost like Bert and Ernie type of beds. So the beds are kind of like separated, and then Wanda always likes to create her own vision of different things. So she creates like the beds all together. She can create food. She's almost there to support Vision, and this is really cool. They hear this really weird. They hear like a weird noise, like a loud bang, almost like thunder. But they're not really. It's not really thunder. They want to know what's going on, which is strange. So I woke up in the morning, and then I see them in the kitchen just talking about it, what happened, and then Wanda found a red helicopter in the episode, which is really cool. That's the only thing you see in color is a red helicopter. Just one bright red like helicopter, like a chopper. Which has a logo on it, which is kind of strange. Also, before that, there's also a little commercial break in it. It was advertising the Stark toaster in the first episode, and this episode had a ad on the Hydra watch, because the Hydra had an Easter egg in there, which is a really cool Easter egg. One of my favorite Easter eggs I found in the series, which is cool. So the episode is pretty much about them getting ready for the big talent show. So Wanda is hanging out with the neighborhood girls. Was one of them kind of like a jerk, and the other ones are like normal people. They pretty much had like sweets and stuff. Wanda volunteered to clean up the mess they all made at the pool. I think it's probably shot in the summer. I'm not guaranteed sure. It looks like summer to me, springtime. Summer warm climated, I'm assuming. Because everyone's like wearing dresses and stuff. So Vision goes into a husband's, the men neighborhood club meeting, where he said he couldn't really eat because he's a robot after all, because Ultron built him. He's part robot, part like cyborg character, I think, because I know he's a robot because of Ultron made him in Age of Ultron. But I still gotta brush up on that movie too. But you see him chew gum, and he got stuck in the circuit. So saw the little cartoon animation go into his stomach. He's like, and it started to break down, which I thought was really funny. There's so many funny little jokes and stuff. I want you guys to check it out yourself. The magic show is really how they use teamwork together to make the magic show like a really cool show. They did something to fit in with the neighborhood. The neighborhood loved them. They earned a trophy, and then after that, they saw bees. I saw a beekeeper coming out of the sewers, almost like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like Rat King. I don't know why, almost like the Truman Show, like I said. But then you see Wanda pregnant, and then the time passes to the 70s, where they progress with the color theme. Everyone's wearing a color. You see Vision's pink head pop on. Vision goes from human form to non-human form. We've not seen Endgame. Please check that out. I've not reviewed it on the channel, but I saw it in theaters. But you just see that, which is just a very cool, broad story arc. I just thought it was really interesting to see everything go in color this early on the show. I was told by one of my friends that the show is going to be, the first 6 episodes are going to be like black and white, like the first 3 episodes, and then they'll be progressing to color. But episode 2 started out the end in color, which is odd. I just really like the magic show. This was a very, very iconic scene in my opinion. There's so much good stuff with the magic show. It's like a lot of vision and illusions, which they made like the actual magic they're doing look like illusions, which is really funny. I really like that. I thought the MCU did a really good job introducing the characters we all know and love into this new alternate reality almost of Wanda. My number one theory behind why this is their post-Endgame crisis. It's almost like what they did if you've seen any other like superhero movies. You see like Flashpoint. I would kind of relate this to Flashpoint. It's almost like Wanda's alternate reality grieving the death of Vision, because Vision passed away, and maybe he's getting tested in a lab, so she can imagine her, and that's where Wanda is right now, being held captive, because you see like this light. So she might be like dreaming, because it's like now dreaming on Disney Plus. She might be dreaming, or just created this post illusion of her own like Flashpoint in a way, like her universe, and then some like villains will show up later on, and I think she's like grieving the death of Vision. It doesn't make sense of why Vision is there, because Vision is a little bit awkward and kind of like sarcastic at times. Like he's saying "Oh McDonald's," which is one of my favorite Vision lines. My biggest theory behind episodes 1 and 2 is Wanda is grieving the death of Vision, and that's why she's creating the post-apocalypse, post-universe where she's actually married to him, having kids together, just everything she wanted to do with him at the time they had together, because he had the Soul Stone. And Soul Stone is gone now because of Thanos, and then I think they could get it back too in the MCU. But just Wanda is just. My other theory behind this whole thing too is the Endgame. Remember Endgame, where like all the characters go to the Soul World and stuff. That's probably what I'm thinking. What happened with after the snap? Wanda goes in this post reality world of seeing Vision. That's my other theory. But more realistically, she could be again studied on by different doctors. That's probably why she's imagining all the characters in there. I watched the new Rockstar, so I kind of agree on that. But I really think it's like the Thanos snap that affected her, and this is her reality trapped in her mind, just remembering Vision. She can never get off the loop of Vision. So that's why my theory of WandaVision is that. All in all, this show has been amazing. I 100% give it a 10 out of 10 for both episodes. Episode 2 is probably my favorite out of all of them because it is the magic show, and I think it's really cool to see him as a character. And I just love the theming, the costuming. It's just a very cool sitcom. I've never seen any Marvel show be like this ever, and it's just awesome. It just honestly feels like a movie. It's like a really cool 50s like TV show, but even though it feels like an MCU movie you're watching, and I can't stop watching. I'm surprised the 2 episodes came out, and I loved it. WandaVision, it's just an epic show. I love Vision, I love Wanda. It's just an epic show. I want you guys to check it out. It's on Disney Plus. It's TV PG if you're wondering, not TV 14, which is kind of odd. But other than that, I'll give it 10 out of 10 so far in the series, and I just loved it. I loved it a lot. So now we're going to progress to the 1970s. Next week, for the next 2 episodes, I'm assuming will be out, and I'll review both of those of WandaVision. So thank you guys for watching this video, and hopefully you guys do like and subscribe, Such a Boss, for more videos like this in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye.